Nice little old black and white battle here for you. As you can see, I've messed with the colors some because they looked really fun to mess with. Well, not really mess with, I just clicked something on Movie Maker, so yeah. I have this Kagendo out here, and he just switched into a Metagross, predicting the fake out. This one, my Kagendo is Life Orb, and I think I brought the wrong one or something, because it was supposed to be Focus Ashed, which means I didn't really notice that I didn't have my Focus Ash, and then when I went for the taunt, I kind of got destroyed by his own headbutt. But I saw the leftovers, thought he was bulky, and thought maybe he wanted to set up rocks or something of the sort. But whatever. So he goes into a Garchomp, and he has the rough skin, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. But that's whatever, I guess. It ended up pretty much fucking over the Infernape, but that's okay. So now I just go into Suicune because I know I can force that thing out, and I just go for the Ice Beam because why not? And you guys will see what my Suicune's nickname means. It's not like I have the Bright Powder or some shit. But yeah, so he just goes for the Rock Polish because he has this weird ass Regice guy. If you had to run a Regice set, I would guess use that one. I don't know. But I went for the Thunder Wave on the Switch, which he said he wasn't predicting, but that's whatever. Y'all make bad plays and stuff, but so yeah. Now I switch back into Garchomp, predicting any kind of fire move, and this Overheat did a lot. So I think it's choiced in some way. I mean, most obviously it's choiced in some way, but still. So he goes into the Gerudo guy. Jaruda? Like Jaruda or some type of shit. I don't know what his English name is, but turns out he doesn't have perversity, and he's some kind of attacking one, physical attacking one. So yeah, I just go into my Shinbora. I think that's his name. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry, I suppose. But he sets up a Swords Dance as I go for the Cosmic Power. Sorry. So yeah, if you can't tell, this guy has a flame orb. So that's the reason there's a little status right there if you can't tell what it says. And he ends up missing the Dragon Tail right there, which kinda sucks a lot because he could have kept his sub. So yeah, I'm kinda sorry about that, I suppose. So this one actually hits, and he Dragon Tails me out into the Infernape, which is like, wow. That just kinda ruins your day, doesn't it? But I just go for the U-turn here, as he goes into the Garchomp guy with the illegal Dream World. And if it's not illegal, sorry for saying all this, I suppose. But whatever. So yeah, this Infernape is choice banded. Since Wild Chase started all that stuff, it turned out to be really good. But right here, I predicted him to go into the Metagross, predicting the Outrage, but he didn't. He went into he went for the Toxic, if you couldn't tell what that was because of the color change. Right now it's all greenish. I think it looks pretty cool, if you say so. But he just goes into the Smeargle to die, pretty much. So yeah. And my Garchomp is scarfed, so I have no problem outspeeding whatever he wants to bring in after this, most likely, I suppose. Since I think he had a Scarf Magmortar, and only some people run like 2 Scarfs. Whatever, he just goes into that guy, and he sets up a sub right here, and I think I live the poison damage, possibly. If not, I just break the sub, hopefully. Nope. So now I think I go into Ape for the U-turn, possibly. Yep. And he just sets up a Swords Dance, and I was like kind of amazed that thing was faster. I didn't know what that thing's base speed was. It's rather crazy indeed. So yeah, now I break the substitute and I go into this guy again. If he tries to Dragon Tail me, it won't work because he has to go second. So I'm gonna try to kill him off here with the Assist Power, which was a bad idea. I should have just went for the Psycho Shift, I think. But he ended up missing another Dragon Tail, which kind of cost him right here because, never mind. Because I went for the Psycho Shift also, but I missed, so whatever, I always miss that. And Suicune actually looks normal right here, which is pretty cool. And so yeah, now I switch out here predicting no, I predicted the grass move, obviously. He goes for the Leaf Blade because, Suicune and all that. And the Steel Thorns will take its damage on it. And right here, I think I go for the Thunder Wave, possibly. most likely wait, or do I set up rocks? I think I set up rocks, actually. Yep. It's kind of late game rocks, but, he has a mag mortar and a Regice, so it'd be nice to get continuous damage on them guys when they switch in. So yeah, I switch out here into the Suicune guy, because I think I can do super lots damage. And he just goes for the overheat. I'm hoping it doesn't do much, which it doesn't. So I'm pretty sure it's Scarfed now, because Specs probably would have done a little bit more, most likely. But right here I switch out predicting something. Maybe the other guy switch in? Oh, the Regice, that's right, because that thing's a special defensive monster. And so yeah, I don't remember what I do now. Maybe I go for the U-turn, or the close combat. One of those three. Yeah, I go for the close combat. Everything's purple right now. It looks really cool. But just saying. So, all the rough skin and other shit is kind of wearing down Infernape, which is not very fun. So, you guys know. So now he goes into that guy. I switch out because I know my ape will be useful, because he has a paralyzed Magmortar and the Metagross guy I need to kill. So yeah, he lives to steal Thorn damage just barely, but I go for the Thunder Wave on the next turn while he just goes for Dragon Tail. I'm a little bit ahead, but whatever. But, whoa, pink. But he just goes for the Dragon Tail because he wanted to kill himself. But we found out something weird right here. If you go for the Dragon Tail and you die because of Steel Thorns or something, the opponent doesn't switch out, which is really crazy. I mean, I always thought you would just, you would die and then you would go switch out. But right here, I predicted him to predict the switch into Suicune, and therefore I went for the Leech Seed, because why not? Since now I can stay in here all day, and I can get a free Thunder Wave on something else, so that over prediction cost him, which, that's whatever. It all happens. So yeah, now I went for the Thunder Wave, and got it on the pink Metagross, which looks pretty cool. And my Notori is also pink, so whatever. Now I kind of go into this guy while he goes into the guy again because he wanted to, I suppose. But I go for the Roost right here, trying to scout him out, I guess. While he goes for the Overheat, which does a good chunk. And then I go for the Cosmic Power here. So yeah, I didn't actually think he would stay in, but whatever. So that's not doing much now, and I roost off all the damage right here. So yeah, I sped up this part a lot because it's kind of me setting up while he kind of sets up but tries to hit me also. So yeah, now I burned him right here because I hadn't seen what type of Regice he was. He could be physical with like Earthquake, Ice Punch, Avalanche or something. Not Avalanche and Rock Polish, I'm dumb. But yeah, so right here, I'm just setting up Cosmic Powers as he goes for Ice Beam / Charge Beam because that's what his set does. He goes for Rock Polish, then sets up with Charge Beams. So yeah, now I go for the Roost and all that good stuff. And everything's purple, which looks pretty cool. And he doesn't kill me off with the Ice Beam, so I actually thought he would. And I didn't really want to flirt with it anymore. I just kind of wanted to get some damage on him and then die. Because I have Infernape with Mach Punch, which I really need actually, so yeah. Now I hit this guy with the Mach Punch, and then I'm thinking I pretty much have the game here because he has the Metagross and that Magmortar. So yeah. So he switches into the Metagross and sorry. And then he goes into the I go into the Suicune. So yeah, and he gets the Parahax right here. So yeah. I'm getting tired of saying so yeah, but I don't really know what else to say, I guess. And sorry for the battle being so long. If it was any faster, I couldn't narrate it. And this is where the nickname of my Suicune comes in, because I always miss Hydro Pump. Like, literally always. I haven't hit one in so long. So long. So yeah, that's what I always say. But right here I switch out into Notori because I'm thinking he really can't do much except for Earthquake, and if it does do a lot, I can do just death fodder this guy, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just kind of trying to stall him out here with Leech Seed and that Steel Thorn stuff, which is pretty much Notori's job to set up rocks and then take some hits and all that. And Notori kind of just looks like a lighter green while the Metagross looks pretty cool. Just saying. Yeah. See, I didn't say so, yeah. And he actually goes for the Claw Sharpen, which has some other name, but I don't have updated patch or whatever. And I'm not really planning on it because I don't really give a shit. And that good stuff, I suppose. And so yeah, sorry for not posting a battle lately. I've been like absorbed into Minecraft. It's like so much fun, I suppose. So yeah. Yerpity yerp yerp. And now, right here I just go for the power up because, you know, my set, I really can't do anything else. And he keeps setting up Claw Sharpens, which really doesn't matter because unless he has the Bullet Punch on on the Metagross, I can just come in and Flare Blitz him for, you know, killing off the Metagross. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. And at this point, I thought it would end up being a tie, but I forgot that I had Suicune because if this guy, my Notori died off, as you're about to see right here, he crits me with the Earthquake. That's at +2, which I actually live. I'm kind of amazed. I mean, really, I would have thought this was normal damage, but it turned out to be a crit. I mean, +2 crit, which is like +4. Super effective. Notori took it, which is amazing. So, yeah. And back to what I was saying, I thought it would be a tie because I thought I just had Ape and Notori left. And I was pretty sure I could survive the recoil from Metagross. And then I would end up dying off on the recoil from the Magmortar. So that would have been pretty cool if we had like a double down. But right here he goes for the Meteor Mash. He said he just went for that because he felt bad for the crit. I didn't really care because I had the game anyway. But it actually killed me, which was amazing. But whatever, I suppose. Because as you see, he's left with a very low amount. And then Ape would have just killed him off and had a little bit of HP. Then killed off the Magmortar for the tie, but that was if I didn't have Suicune. Which is pretty crazy, I suppose. I just go for the Flare Blitz, and then I will kill off the Metagross with the Flare Blitz. And there's not going to be what grinds your gears today because I really don't feel like doing it. So, sorry, I guess. I doubt many of you guys care. So, yeah. Now the Magmortar guy just comes in and he gets raped in the face. So, comment, rate, subscribe, and later, guys.